and you've already hit it, and we're not even out of February. Well, this is a good sign. I also hit mine, I think back in January. The best time for those goals. Ooh, rook takes f1 was a pretty strong move, I reckon. Dang. I wonder why he didn't at least try h4. Should be completely winning, but yep, can't play any good moves against Vlad. You run the risk of just being outlawed. Bamboo shoots. This is a real honor, man. You've decided to select the one and only Philidor. Let's go. It's a great opening. I hope it does you well. Hello, Lethbridge Chess. LBC. What's up, brah? How goes it in Lethbridge land? This is actually Jordan with the white pieces here. Dude, move like h3 is just... wouldn't even consider it. Wow. Queen's actually trapped. Well, trapped as in you take here, but you lose your bishop at the end. One day, Sphinxy. Popular demand, you know? We have one person requesting that, and we have everyone else requesting something else. Tough out there, you know? Yeah, make sure you actually dive into them, Tarnish. You don't want to be the bookkeeper. You don't want to be the librarian where you just own every chess book but don't consume them. That's correct, Jeff. We're guilty of having quite a few books that don't get read by us, but I would say they do get read by other people, and I have read them before, just not anytime lately. So they just kind of stay there. It's kind of like Tarnished when you have the energy to cook and you want to make something nice and you buy all these ingredients and then they just go to waste because you got leftovers. But if you cooked with HelloFresh, that wouldn't be an issue. You know what I mean? You're spreading yourself thin there. Haven't had enough time to read them. Story of my life. Well, at least we have someone on logical chess, the goat book. Hello, Rookit. Hello, Etienne. Yeah, Baku's. It's impossible to almost all the old books. Like the engine just refutes half of it. It's not very fun. Night before here. Oops. Hit him with the rook f1 here. Have to. Interesting. No king f8. Ooh, tons of threats now. Nine seconds. Surely white's the favorite. Oof. I do. I do. Tarnished. Time Boy's gonna check in though. Can't complain. It's Sunday. I'm just here hanging out. I got my coffee. We save habits to another day. Have you still been playing some chess, Mr. Jeff? I saw that the guys were streaming pretty late yesterday as well. The classic Saturday night kick. It's come to be an expectation. The boys going late night. What's up, Defile? Well, we have a couple milestones then, don't we, G Madrid? We have 40 months, tier 3 right now. We also have 4 years together in 8 months. And on top of all of that, we have the Chess Bra 10-year, can you believe, 10-year streaming anniversary. Yup, that's coming up in a couple months. Hell of a long time. Already has, Tyrandol. Already has. Since a while. Well, I mean, obviously, since it happened. Eagerly. We don't do too well with plans, Tarnish, but we'll try to have a full schedule, full plate for everybody. Some fun activities, fan favorites, something like that. Baku's. There was, there's a few before us, but I wouldn't say any that really did it the same way or did it on Twitch. But yeah, there were definitely a few before us as well. The OGs indeed. Yeah, it should be mid-April. That's usually when it happens. Ooh. Well, we need to know after this how this is getting defended. I guess with f6. Yeah. f6. So what do you do after f6? Oh. Queen h1, and this is the threat. So if black plays this, you get mated very nicely. But what if black defends that by moving f6? That's probably why he was pretty confused here. He's like, this doesn't work. If my knight has to go back, this move is no good. But white can play rook e4 with mate. Pretty impressive. Instead, he took this, which makes a lot of sense, because if you don't see rook e4, then queen h1 is just bad. And then black hangs a piece. Oops. 37 seconds. If he manages to flag this one, I'll be impressed. There's no way. Thanks again for the tier 3 G Madrid. You started a wave of tier 3 resub energy. Spudge following suit. 38 months. Thank you, Spudge. Yep, he's not allowing the king to get up the board. Smart guy. Really, white should win this game. I think white's a pretty fast player. Rook a8 was a very clever move. Wow. Blue has always been your color, huh? Always been your color. Wait, you haven't seen the new badge? You haven't been here in 2 months, Budge? Blue really always has been your color. This is true. This is a fact. What are you talking about, Luther? Are you talking about the rook checkmate? Why would there be a school on the weekend, Trucker Johnny? Come on, bud. You completed it, huh? Oh, we got a hanging queen here. If you play bishop g3, you're losing the queen. Loved it. Big W, Spudge. Enjoyed every minute. Watched every Canada game, except the Finland one. It was in the middle of the day. No plan to file, just quality time. It was in my head to, depending on how many people were around, to maybe host a little in-house battle, EUNA style, as we have, we're kind of streaming at a pretty decent time for both. Any Polish music? Hey, that happened a little bit later in the Habit series, so we still got time for that. Don't rule it out. That's all I'm saying. It's crazy. Like, every time I'm seeing a game of Jordan's, he's down a piece, and yet he's somehow not doing too poorly against this 2950. Yeah, this is just straight up rough. That should be GG. Ouch. Okay, Jordan's kind of getting clapped here. G Madrid back to sniping. Nothing can stop this man. Gifty on Gifty. Hello, Jergster. Yeah, hopefully they're still there 4 years later, Johnny. I'd like to think it's possible. Ooh, don't know about this guy. The guy literally has kids in his username. Frightening. Obviously, the 2010 sort of reinforces that, but damn. Don't like this rook placement. It's not really doing anything there. I think we need to bring it back into the game. C3. Surprisingly annoying move. Got to go here, I think. Yeah. Let's try this. Could take with the pawn, of course, but I'm not sure that we mind this. Do we go there? No. Let's try queen or rook to c1. Probably queen. He's going to go queen f3. Have to go here. Guess we make a draw, but okay, we're down on time, so I'll play assuming that he's gonna play on, and he does. There's no way he has enough time, surely. No way he has enough time, surely. Happy Sunday. Hello, hello. I mean, he did well to catch my moves at the end, but he had to not pre-move in order to catch them, so he was just losing so much time. Obviously, knight b5 was the move there. Couple decent threats. Yeah. I think we'll just kind of do these moves, mess around. Let's play f4. Questionable. A6, funny threat. I think we can almost start to play g4. Let's just play it. I know we're hanging f4 here, but it looks like he's not ready for this position to be opened. Man, there should be something here. It's very disappointing to not find anything. So unfortunate with these moves. Oh, man. I think we opened it at the right time. That was a really good g4, but after that, amazingly, g5 kind of held everything together. I don't know how that worked. But it did. We have to go here, unfortunately. This could be worse. Could be a lot better, but could be worse. Yeah, with G3 coming, we might just be losing the knight. Yeah. Didn't really see a good way to play. Ugh. Last two games were a bit unfortunate. This one, I think we just got a bad position, but the last one we should have won pretty easily. Okay, another unfortunate timing there, but at least D6 is loose. Maybe 95. C5 could take that. Maybe that was smarter. Sucks because, yeah, he's definitely going to play to allow that to be opened, I think. I think we actually want to take this. Ugh. Not what we're supposed to have here. These games are collapsing out of nowhere. There's 92, so it doesn't matter what we take with. We're going to lose some material. If we take here, we lose everything. Yeah. Just unfortunate. Yeah. Man, bad losses. It feels like it all stemmed from one. D5 is not a very good move. That hit us where it hurts. I have to take here now. I think knight g5 might actually just work. He's making a lot of blunders. We're not exactly picking the moves up. Try to hit f2 here. I guess e4 could be an idea. Finally, we have a clear, good position. Here, rook f1. Amazingly, our queen is trapped. Not to mention clear issues there. I guess g4 probably should be played. Yeah, kind of realized that a little bit late. Hmm. Thank you for the 5 subs, Trucker Johnny. Should be able to perform a lot better. Man, it seems like we were in cruise control. Got too comfy. Hmm. King takes. Hmm. I should have played knight h2. My own fault. Jeez. What are these conclusions? F4 is an interesting move for sure. Let's try this. Okay, surely we have to send some pawns here. And I don't think he can take, so yeah, it should be. And we can just do that. Thanks, Yak Tender, for the 21 months. Wasabi Cashew, thank you for 31. What's he gonna do here? Okay, the plans are very clearly defined here for both sides. He's got a big attack coming. I think we need to play h4. Probably play knight here. stopping a5, which I thought was good. But yeah, we just want to take. Is that even mate though? We have rook f1, but it's a shaky one. Probably he should queen. Did not see this. He's gonna make another queen here. He walked into check, which was nice. We won his queen with check. Probably shouldn't have done that. Need to bounce back against the kids. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I don't know how we made another queen there. That's a good point. It was supposed to be him. I mean, this is just needed to be just about any move that was not the one he did. Unfortunately, walked into the check. Yeah, Jix, I can't say this is the best for you, for the habits enthusiasts. Hello, Lally. I think he fumbled that game a little bit, but they were all so close. Tapir, almost 2 years. Thank you, buddy Tapir. An early one, Smucker. Just trying to catch guys like you before you make plans for the day. And then hopefully you just might settle into a Seabra stream. That's the hope. With the Philidor opening, when do you take on d4? Well, the way I've been playing it, I pretty much don't take, because we've been very successful up till, like, I don't know, 15, 1800, something like that. So I don't think you ever need to take that pawn. Most people under 1600 will have no clue what to do if you don't take, because people fumble keeping the tension all the time. Everybody just captures you, so may as well keep the tension yourself. But once you get to a much higher rating, then I think you can start taking. But it's just so effective to not capture ever. So I think for the 75% of the series, I just don't capture, and in one or two later on, I do. Well, people are blundering pieces left and right in your games as well, Bamboo. You're just not taking them. That's the only difference. When I'm playing 1300s, it's not like I'm playing worse 1300s than exist in your games. I'm playing the same guys. They're making the same mistakes. You guys just aren't taking them. Well, there you go, Adele. That was the goal. Good to know it captured one. Deep star 6. Rare for you to be here, you mean? You've been in quite a number of streams. Good to see you again. I think that's a 4-year, brah. Deep star 6. Good to see you on your rare visit here, Deep Star. Just started the habits this year, because there's an OG habits that's already out there. But yes, we're rebooting it, bringing it back. Hello, Morkium. Doing well, doing well. Very chill today. The RPMs and the habits, green tea. Always big saviors. If you're clueless on what to do, they help pass the time. Probably in March. Zach? Getting crushed in Queen's Gambit's lines. Yep, that's definitely a killer to the habit. Any gambit is a killer. King's Gambit, Queen's Gambit, because the whole point of habits is to capture things, right? Take all the time. So a lot of dangerous gambits where you have to take are gonna hurt. Yeah, you might be right, Proxy, but I'm willing to bet good money if we go back in short games, there's going to be quite a lot of hanging stuff not captured. So while there's going to be more mistakes maybe in my games because I'm playing better moves, there's also going to be more uncaptured pieces in your games. So it could balance out. Just a little Brecky, Sphinxy. Although I was ready to play more games with the kid. He had to go. Maybe computer time was up. I remember the days. Okay, we like to see moves like that. We're not going to trade these pieces, but we certainly will. Okay, by the way, so we have this, but I think actually right away is how you're supposed to do this. H4 is actually really annoying after that, so I think we have to go here. Wow, that's covered. Okay, we'll protect. We'll protect. We have G4. We also have bishop here later. May as well just repeat. King takes. We're just out. Now we're out again. Can we do this? I think we risk getting our pieces trapped. Wish we went there just to trade, but yeah, we'll win the game like this. Probably he'll play that. I wanted to get rid of my bishop, so actually him taking the bishop made it way easier to check me. I was worried about a lot of stalemates with the annoying bishop there. So thanks to my opponent for taking my piece. Hello, Fallen. Are you representing the chess chat community? Morkium, 13 months with Prime. Oh, really welcome back. First one wasn't loud enough. Weekend homework to do. That's possible. You know, it is Sunday. Kids probably been goofing off all weekend. Very smart. I'm a fan of that idea. Bishop behind king. Lally, would you represent EU in a NAU sub battle today? Hey, I've had days like that. Maybe today's even one of those days. Yet here I am. What would you like to do instead, Lolly? You're anti-chess today. That's what I'm saying, Salty, but we're gauging interest. You know, we can't just hop into it. Need to make sure EU has some warriors. Otherwise, NA is just going to take a walkover win. How's the Salty Blitz rating? Where we left it? Where are you from, Morkium? The HelloFresh code does not usually work in EU, but this one does. So, you asked me if it works in Europe. I asked you where you're from, and you said Europe. Brother, I need to know where you're from so I can tell you if it works there. It doesn't work in all of Europe. It works wherever there's HelloFresh. Bro thinks I'm that good at GeoGuessr. He's gonna tell me the country, and then it's gonna be a wrap from there. Got bro's address already. I understand. You know, the geo grind has left a lot of people quaking in their boots. There is HelloFresh in your country. Well, whatever mysterious country that is, you should definitely, be able to get a nice discount using the link. There's the code as well, but I think it's easier to just click the link, and as soon as you put in your address, information, whatever, you'll see it reflected. That'd be big for the program here, Morkium, because honestly, I think people have been slacking. You know, we do marbles every time we hit a milestone in signups, and the next one is 10. So we really are just one HelloFresh sign up away, and you could be the hero that the people are looking for. They didn't know they needed it, but it could be you. Oh, go Yasser. A place I perhaps used to live. Don't even know the first one, Steel Stallion. I'm old, don't you know? So I only really ever use the latter. Yeah, Salty is aware. Even Salty, you know, he can appreciate. Salty's anti-habits, anti-geo, but, you know, he can still find appreciation, I think. Still there, Salty. I'm waiting to launch a big push, but we're doing habits, and there's no way I'm playing near my peak in blitz during habits, you know? He might have been neutral, G Madrid. I actually don't know. Need to get him on record there. Salty's not a habits man, but you can catch him in the back of the habits class. He definitely has higher attendance numbers than a lot of people. You will find Salty in attendance. You have to know habits to be anti-habits. I like it. Describe Salty. Maybe he knows it better than all of y'all. Jeff, do you think that would activate you? If Salty was higher rated than Jeff, would that activate him? Because, you know, even looking at this history here, there was a day here, right? February 21st, where Big Salt was in front. Yeah, Salty at 23 is a reminder to everybody. Reminder to us all. That you always got to stay on the grind, got to keep working. You gotta screenshot those moments. Make a collage. Oh, hello, Val. Holy shit, Val. What the fuck did I just look at? Sorry, bud. Just wanted to do a quick oil check on you there. And see how your belly was doing. At least you beat AB Shakespeare. So hang on a sec. You took like 20 L's and then you beat AB Shakespeare. Well, I know some of them are AB, but you got a few others sprinkled in here. AB Shakespeare was peaking at around 2250 recently, Jeff. I'm not sure that he's hit 23, but it's possible because he was like 2250, 60, 70. So if you went on a win streak at the end, it's possible. I haven't checked on the guy in a little bit. But is that crazy? Maybe Shakespeare, I feel like, has been he's been like 2000 to 2150 for a very long time. So it doesn't feel that nuts. Yeah, I've always known AB to be, 2000 plus at minimum. So for him to be 2200 is not crazy, especially over many year period. Have you been playing OTB though, Spudge? Jeff's really a modest bro. G3, bishop G2. A Magnus, bro. Just want to get a position. Better chess will win. Better understanding will be shown. Mm-hmm. Respect. Respect. Wow, I wonder if we're going to see Jeff's going for the model game here. The beta KNVB would have played A4. Ensuring zero counterplay for Mr. AB. That would have been me, Sphinxy. But the best move in the position was played by Lieutenant Lethbridge Chess. Mm-hmm. And why would you be concerned? I mean, the counterplay might be there to some, but ooh, B4. Queen H7 is going for the mate that's never there. There we go. Mm-hmm. Very professional. When is Eric Hansen streaming again? Jeez, Eric finished a stream not even 12 hours ago, right? Probably not even 10 hours ago. The fandom is real. The guy can't even get a night's sleep without the Inquisitions, eh? Haven't played much this year. I mean, it's early, right? Barely. It feels like the year's barely started. During the game, like at the start, like good luck, or when the game was in progress and you had a good position. Trash talk, bro. Oh, Temjin. That's a big deal, man. We count those as Geo subs, so I'll put that on the ledger. Thank you, dude. Oof. He had to lock in though, Jeff. You have to understand. The benefit that you have joining the chess.com blitz pool is you don't have to play yourself, right? You don't get matched up against yourself. Other guys have to live in fear every single time they queue. So he needed his full attention to try to handle you. That's right, Salty. I did catch a little bit of the FOD yesterday. Trevor in focus mode is very cute. Does anyone unironically use focus mode? You know what I mean, right? How do you even switch it on? Here. It's like nothing nothing shows. Like you can't even see the score in the match. You can't see the guy's rating. You can't see chat. Like it's you locked in with the chess. That's it. So it's this thing right beside the board. It's like focus mode on or off. What do you mean, Etienne? If the clocks are on opposite sides of the board? This looks normal, no? Clocks here. In fact, it makes a little bit more sense for me to look for my clock time on the side of the chessboard as a tournament player rather than underneath the board. Oh, you're saying you're not talking about focus mode, Etienne, right? You're saying here the clock should be on the side of the board as well. For the UI though, I completely understand it. If it was on the side of the board, it would feel a little bit strange. Like it works better here because then the name is also there. So yeah, it would probably just need to be totally redesigned. But yeah, in general, as a chess player where the clock is on the side of the board, it's more natural for me to look there rather than at the bottom. Also, they're kind of far away, so to check your time and your opponent's is quite difficult. But here, if I check my time, I'm definitely going to see my opponent's as well, so it's quite useful. And you get to see the difference very clearly. If I see like 30 and 20, I know the picture, but there are times when I just only have time to check my clock and I don't really have time to check the opponent's. I think that's fair, Etienne. That's fair. People who use focus mode are the same people who'd be covering their whole test paper during the exam, even when there's already dividers or blockers or whatever. You hide the opponent's names too? How do you even do that? Do you just like you just don't look or what? Is there a setting that hides the names? When I play, I don't like to know my opponent's rating. I don't like to know my opponent's name. Don't show me their country. Matter of fact, don't show me their moves. We got some guys really trying to lock in. My position only. Just show me my moves. Maybe that's the issue, Bobby Block. Maybe Title Tuesday just hasn't been going my way because I haven't been focusing. Yes, looking at your insights. The thing is, at higher ratings, people sometimes make Smurf accounts from random countries, so I'll usually have a pretty bad score against the most random, like islands or something, like in like U.S. Virgin Islands. Um, but that makes sense. Filipino chess players, Jeff, are very aggressive, super tactical. They don't always have the best positional understanding, but man, I've definitely lost some of like games that where it feels like I don't have a chance. Even they're much weaker than me, but they are super tactical. It's like just built in. So it's a very dangerous style. Even though I feel like I might be the stronger player most of the time, it's very risky, very very risky, and I've lost a lot of like honestly nice games by them. Yeah, I mean these are irrelevant, just random like islands and stuff. I've played against every country, so it takes a while. Kenya, Bangladesh, Iraq, Seychelles, Cambodia, Albania, Basque country, Jamaica. Okay, we own the United Kingdom. It belongs to me. 80% win rate. There's some I don't know. There must be someone from the UK that we're just like slapping silly. There's no way that this has been this one-sided against multiple people. There must be someone I have like 100-0 score. Just killer. Canada, well known, very weak country. So not surprised there. Norway, quite surprised there. Again, there must be someone that that doesn't sound right. Dr. Watson is not from the UK. No. His accent is, but his flag is not. United States, of course. I've just played a lot of games, and I played a lot of Sub Sunday games. All my stats are going to be reasonably high, higher than they should be. It's all the Sub Sunday games. Argentina, Netherlands, North Korea. It's more interesting to look at the ones I have a poor score against because you know that it's probably a good player because I've done some Sub Sundays. So, of course I'm going to have a good score against US. Even if it's 50-50 me in the US, I'm sure on Sub Sunday. I've just played so many subs from the US that the number is just boosted. So it's a little more interesting, I feel like, to see the countries that don't do well against. Like Peru. This is a very legit one, right? There's not that many countries I have less than 50% against because of, like I said, like playing the chat. It just inflates the numbers. So it's not, these stats are not very useful here, but this Peru one is like, I'm thinking of like Terry, Renato. I'm thinking of like Jospin when he was playing with the Peru flag in the past. And there's a few more guys, but they're a very difficult country for me. As soon as I see this, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And we still have we still have a winning record against Peru. Don't be fooled by win percentage because we have more wins than losses. It's wins versus draws and losses to create the win rate, which is a little bit janky, but still a tough country. A tough country. And then all these like random like islands, whatever. These are like Smurf bras, like tough, these are strong players, I'm sure. And then British Virgin Islands. Hey, maybe that could be Watson, he was on British Virgin Islands, got a dub, switched the flag after, you never know. Libya. Like I'll never be able to actually see what this game was. Indonesia and the Philippines. So Philippines, like that's not an overwhelming score considering how inflated some of the numbers are. You can tell that the Filipinos like they have a good style. Indonesia 51-24. Tough. A few people are definitely feasting. Anyway, I've definitely played every country, so this much is true. We have stats for every country. Back after the basketball. Yeah. No, there was basketball on right now. You just lost against Mozambique. Mozambique, a country with an easy flag to remember because it just has all of the war zone weapons on it. It just has this massive gun. Worst results with Azerbaijan, a fantastic chess country. Yep. As we know, Garry Kasparov, lest we forget his origins. Queen traders, like me. I always love a good queen trade. So you'd probably enjoy a match against Salty. Salty also is not a queen trader. You guys would have a good battle. See you, Morgan. Let's see here. Connection bar indicates not online, so obviously we got to stay here and claim a potential win. Might be a game aborted, but you know, got to hang around and see if you're going to benefit. We're doing our part here because if someone else plays him next game, he's going to have one less abort available in the system. Maybe someone else is going to get the points. Got to take that rapid elo where you can, boys. Definitely does not come easy. Damn, Salty was in quick with that. He's here. You see? He's here. There you go, with 5 seconds to spare. Do not underestimate Davidoff. That's correct. Nerlin, yep. That's what I was just saying. I think there's a good amount of people that don't know that one, eh? It's a nice little piece of chess trivia. Once you know it, it's like totally obvious, but never forget it. But I do think a lot of people don't know that. Just a nice remix. Entrepreneur. I wouldn't say this guy's a sub Sunday guy, Val. I'd be impressed if this guy was a sub, but something like that, absolutely. How are you doing, buddy, Val? Busy, eh? Busy. What? I don't even know what language you're speaking here, Casino Duck. The Speed Philidor speed run. I don't see it in the London course. I don't know what you're saying, man. All right, the queen's finally attacked enough times. Gotta move it. No habits today. Keep that for the school week. The work week. Against black. Okay, so you're saying when you play the London, how do you handle the Philidor? Well, if you play the London, realistically, if you're playing the London properly, you probably shouldn't be getting into a Philidor. It should be quite tough for that to even happen, right? When I play against the London with the Philidor, I always say this is quite bad. Like, can't really set it up properly. So I don't think it should really be working. But there's always a setup that, you know, won't make it into a course, right? I could say, you know, where's the hippo? I played London. How do I handle the hippo? It's like, wow, can't put everything in there. Can't put everything in there. Got the 2300 staying true to the sacking ways. It's true. It's true. Salty made it happen. Nope. Nope. There's lots of examples of adjacent systems casino deck. Any system with D6 in it, which there are lots of in the course, whether it's including a fianchetto or not, you'll probably play it the exact same way. You know, all your normal moves, you don't need to change them. That's the beautiful thing about the London, right? Kind of go for your anything that would happen against a King's Indian, right? Because it still has that D6 element to it for black. So the setup is still the same. Your setup would probably be the exact same as well. That's what I would go for against a Philidor. Major snowstorm. Yep. Val, you and me both, buddy. You and me both. There was huge snowstorms. I mean, you probably saw, Val, the plane that was just like landed upside down in Toronto. It was a big crash at the airport. Definitely its own issues, but let's just say the poor weather did not help. Hey, Bazmaniac, and a happy Sunday to you. Hello, Capablanca. Why would that hurt? That's who we are. Numero uno. I guess we're going here. Not too sure. Queen A4, a very mature move. A causing problems kind of move. There's no long castle. There's no rook d8. C6 at least gets me castled, so I'm definitely considering it, but clearly just abandons a pawn. Can't move the knight on d7. Can't move the knight on f6. Bishop on b7. Where's it really moving? Nowhere interesting. Queen on h4 pretty much can't move. I don't really see a... I mean, here we're also kind of dealing with this, but maybe that's the better problem to have. Also, this looks mildly suspicious as well. I don't know. A highly unpleasant position. I guess. What else? I wish, Sleazy, I wish. I can't even move the knight on f6. I can't even play salty chess. I'd love to. Sign me up. Yeah, queen e4. I'd love to. Looks like a great move, right? Hitting the bishop, hitting checkmate, but if I'm threatening two things, probably the only reason I didn't play it is if he has a way to defend two things at once. And unfortunately, he has a very good one. Very good one. We've done that, Entrepreneur. Yeah, there's an attacking speedrun on YouTube. Every game we went all out attack. No regard for the position. Not mainly Luther, most definitely bishop f3. Yep. Yeah, we also have a speed run where we just sack the queen or played with queen odds every time. So many an option. Decides to take. I mean, I guess we're taking, right? What else? King takes is just crazy. So just kind of have to hope that this is reasonable. And bishop a3. Okay, so really committed to this no castling thing. Suppose it makes sense. Unpleasant. Bring the queen back here. I really dislike the queen on h4. Don't really have an option here. Kind of have to go for this, but it's quite bad. It feels to me like a must play. It's really not what we want to do. Huh. Yeah, the e7 square is also hit, so it's not really maybe the best move is long castling there. It's kind of hard to say. Like I think the engine will probably suggest moves like this or this in place of f6. F6 is definitely not a good move. I think we can say that for sure. But maybe we can hang on. I would say for a human, maybe like sometimes these positions can be a little tough to break through, but we know for sure that there are going to be tons and tons of moves available there. Yeah, rook e1, d5. Other than rook e1 or d5, I'm not sure I have another move. I mean, those are both splendid moves. Queen b4 looks unnecessary, just allows c5. I think this is a spot where if you're playing with white, you just have to, like, you don't need to get to the bottom of every calculation. You know what I mean? I think it's a spot where it's just requisite to send. So yeah, I think he's probably played the best move. This to follow looks really tough to answer. Probably the best is to just go for it. I would say this, and then queen b3 is big problems. I don't really have an answer to that. I have to take it. Taking this way looks like it loses immediately, so kind of have to take like that. Unfortunately, a rook to e7 is devastating, so we kind of have to push or go knight e5. I think push is the only suggestion, and then yeah, the question is just whether we're lost after queen e6 there. I think it feels like the answer is yes, but yeah, I think we just shuffle our king g6 f7 and hope. That's pretty much all I got. That's all I got. I would say that this, because we can't go back, we get mated, so we kind of have to go out or maybe to f8, but yeah, still queen e6 is good. Okay, yeah, maybe that move is quite good. I'm not sure. It all looks pretty good. I guess this is, yeah, I don't really have many options. Like I just kind of have to play these bad looking moves. Just try to bring the queen back, like queen d7, queen here, king f8. Yeah, bishop e6, obviously that loses, so no choice but to go there. I'll probably go to e8 next. Mm. That's not going to be... That's not going to be it. Quite the survival. Pretty lost. Pretty lost. I mean, we didn't have any moves here. I think he played it pretty much perfect. He went bishop g4. I was convinced that this was the way to play. We have to go here. Queen b3. And I thought we had to go here or here. Both looked quite bad. Yeah, it's just one of those positions, you know, the engine has an answer. You know for a fact. You know for a fact. Rook e4. Get out of here. I felt pretty decent here. By the way, I was definitely going to play queen takes g2 and just try to flag the guy, but queen e8 was just too good of a move, and then I was shocked that he took, even more shocked that he pushed, and now we're actually better. Our chances were only going to come at the end of that game. He played pretty well. Yeah, he did think for almost a minute near the end. It was like this move or something. Yeah, so he went from 3 minutes 27 seconds, 3:27 to 1:37. So two minutes to just put the rook smack in the middle. Salty would have played rook e1 in like half a second. I mean, it's non-negotiable. Or the pawn would push. Either one of those decisions, whatever one you pick, it probably happens in like half a second, let's say. You know, you got to send. You're never going to be making a mistake doing this. I mean, this is habits, basic habits. Exclamation mark fiddle. So 2 minutes on this move hurt. Even 10 seconds on this move hurt. And then suddenly, you know, he had to worry about time. Whereas had he done that earlier, I would have been, just, I don't know. I've been completely dead the whole game. Dead the whole game here. The only habit Salty knows. Yeah, you know, Salty can't escape the allegations. He's a habits guy, whether he likes it or not. Why? You got something to promote there, G Madrid? Eddie is always talking about Nvidia. Eddie. Nvidia and gold. Eddie the endgame magician. I don't think we have any we haven't had any profits. Yep, Eddie is a big gold guy. He's been chastising us for not not believing in the gold. Okay, what is this? Golge. That's actually Eddie right there. He's reminding us that gold has a steady incline from whenever he first said it ages ago. I'm with you, Jake. I'm with you. We have to keep our knowledge of the stock market up so, we can keep up with Hickey. Hickey's a big stock market guy. Mm. Dominican, yes. We have a D4. It's been a while since we've played this. We looked at this ages ago. Problem is, everyone plays these lines now, so not that interesting. Hitting this, I guess we go for this line. Bishop B4 and knight D2. Okay. Mm-hmm. Do we play A5? Do we play D6? I can never remember this stuff. I guess D6. Queen here. We have knight back to C6. Hmm. I feel like these moves are more important than castling here. Can't really explain why. Just want to get ahead of this kind of mass of pawns that's about to fly at me. A3, B4, C5. So maybe A5 castles. D6. I don't know if this is the right move. We'll throw it out there though. This is definitely me saying that I'm trying to keep my bishop though, because otherwise, you just castle and maybe take this knight or something, but I'd rather not play those positions. Let's see if this makes any sense. Knight B1. I guess A3 and then knight C3 is happening. Only explanation. I'm assuming knight e4, we have knight g6, but we shall see. Knight e4 is definitely a concern here. But knight g6 also d6 is hanging. I didn't even consider. I was only looking at this. Yeah, this is not really a move here. Okay, not the end of the world if he takes, but I definitely thought that we had knight g6 and then knight takes c5, knight takes f4. I forgot that you could just ignore that and take on d6. And knight c4 looks quite suspicious. No way that's good. I don't think this is bad though. Like bishop f5 or even a4 here. This doesn't strike me as bad. Yeah, bishop f5. We're going to get double pawns, but I feel like they're quite decent. I don't know. a4. Okay. I mean, this move is definitely quite weird. Knight d3. Immediately there's some kind of problems there. There is a rook d1 move that can happen, but we have rook d8. So knight d3. Queen has to move. Queen c3 loses. Queen d2 becomes the only move that makes sense. But then, you know, we could take, we could go rook d8. I mean, good things have to be happening here. Like knight d3 is absolutely screaming to be played. He might do this, but we just go rook d8 and I think we win. Queen e1's a very weird move. Okay, yeah, he does that. If we take, though, and we bring a rook to d8, he has nothing better than queen e3. Queen e1 would be quite the shout, but, well, tough. Tough to make a move like that. Take and rook d2. It's pretty much the only thing on my mind. We can always not trade and go rook e8, but seems crazy to do anything but this. I guess you can go here and try to play for e4, but we have to be better there. There's going to be a lot of counterplay that happens here. Okay, let's take, play our rook move. He's most likely going to go here. He might go here, but this one seems a bit better. Kind of the last move I expected. King f2. Okay, so bishop here. Very, very, very weird move. Yeah, I don't know. Go here, I guess. So rook e1, obviously. And then I was thinking of taking this, actually, instead of taking b2. Just because if I take b2, there's going to be a nice path for a rook to hit my pawn there. So I think I'd rather not give that to my opponent. Has to be this, I would assume. Yeah, I don't know if it's resignable, just because he's definitely going to own the D file here, which is annoying. Because we're going to have to trade everything, play C4, he goes rook D1. His king's in the center, and his rook's got the open file. And time is going to be a little low. I don't know a better way to do things, though. If we go here, we just lose that. If we go here, there's E4, and then rook E3, and we're faced with the same issue. So I think we better just take and go here. There's all sorts of moves here, but I think the main one is this, which is about to be played. I think we have to take care of our C pawn. And then just try to bring our king out. Rook's going to come down here. Need to play A4, obviously. Now we can go here. And we definitely want our rook on B3. So I think this is a big plan here. Our king is close enough to defend this pawn. We may have to give up some pawns in the process here, but rook to B3 should be the move. Do we stop over with this? I think so, because king up, we get there quicker. And if rook takes, we even up the pawns on that side. And we're going to win this, or we're going to have time to get check and to B3, and this will be winning. Check and rook B3 is should be the end of the game. Okay, the king is going to advance here. We have to go rook B3 to defend, and then I think my next move should be this, especially if a king move happens. Don't want to let the king get to like D6, for example. Still going to be a little tough to break through because we take here and none of our pawns can move. Okay, definitely think we should bring our king up. Yeah, okay, this is good. Yeah, I definitely prefer this position to what we had going there for a sec. Let's take this. All right, let's move this rather. I almost want to go here. I guess we'll just go like this. We have rook b3. He might go king d4. That way rook b3 I'm not sure is playable. But we also have like, you know, all these rook moves to chase pawns over there. See if we can play a good endgame. Okay, I think actually b4 is I think it's a move here. Just because if the king goes to the third rank after this check, we can trade rooks and win. So the king has to go to e5 only, I think. here forces this, and then we could check and go rook here and rook here. Let's try it. Rook behind the pawn is definitely the best. And I need my rook on a7 to help defend all these pawns over there. I think if the king goes anywhere but f5, it's a big problem. Let's put the rook behind the pawn. Okay, I think we want this check. I think both of these moves are sufficient, but what I know to be good is just having one pawn defended at the back, and then, yeah, just use the king and pawn and go up the board. I wouldn't play a3 here because then the rook would have to take back. So I'm definitely going to make sure my king and pawn are connected here. I think g6 would also be good. Maybe better because it doesn't allow the king to run, but I'm pretty sure that this is unassailable on the king side here. So you see what I mean? Like, you can try all sorts of tricks here, but as long as my king is in a position to take the pawn, like, I never want to play a3 and have my rook needing to move from a7. Okay, very interesting move. Why would he do that? I don't know. Okay, again, I don't want to promote fully here. And what we might be able to do now is perhaps threaten to promote, and, you know, he's going to give us some checks over here, and maybe we can even run our king back this way. So I think we'll go here. Now, this one's no good because we play king b2 and promote. Okay, let's see. I think we go rook here. Does this work? It's an attempt at least. Because if I get a full queen, for example, rook f1 now, we can play this. If I get a whole queen, I'm happy to lose this pawn, but let's go here. And he's going to run out of checks. I mean, rook f1 is kind of the only attempt. Yeah, maybe he's thinking we might pre-move this. But yeah. So I don't think there's no stalemates here from what I can see. Now we'll just do this. Should be nice and easy. We'll just pre-move this. He's probably got a couple checks for us, but we can get a ton of pre-moves in with no problem. Yeah, I think we just want to play a move like this to trade everything, and then it'll be a pretty easy win after that. Very nice. Oof. Moderately tricky endgame, even though we had the extra material. To finish him off with the ladder there. Key Whiskey, thanks for the raid. Sorry, we had to lock in there. We were focused up. It was a tricky endgame for us. Had to make sure we secured the dub. And yeah, I think both these moves are fine, but relatively clean. 2 big rapid wins, JL. We take those. Key Whiskey, thanks again. Look at that. Good time. Shout out. They were last playing, just chatting. The best category. That's what I'm talking about. Hello, Master Dav. KO, brother. A little bit strange play from the opponent, right? Like he felt like he kind of made his achievement here. But by the way, I wasn't hating my position. I realized after, like, I felt bad to lose the bishop pair, felt bad to double the pawns, but I was like, wait, hang on a sec. We got some nice moves here. This one definitely looked wrong. Takes queen e3. I thought that you could try queen e1, but I think he made the right choice there. King there was it was shocking. Yeah. Decided to take this, and the problem was that this position after rook d1 is it's a lot of effort. So he should have just kept pushing and just gone for the full counterplay. Once we had this, I knew that we had it, but yeah, I won't lie, it was still a conversion. GG. And Pantera, thanks for the 7 months with Prime. Defile. Buddy, thanks for the gifty. To Jake. Best comment on an old habits VOD. So the new habits is getting people to watch the old habits. That's what I like to see. What's for dinner? Boom. We haven't even got there, man. I be chefing up the HelloFresh. So you can count on that. Probably made one of my favorite HelloFreshes last night. It was like this Caribbean chicken. Oof. Tasty. Tasty. Probably one of the better ones I've had. Some chat GPT pasta response. I respect it though. You know, graduation from don't support these guys. You burnt your rice to watch the end game. Well, thank you. What an honor. I'm glad we won it there. Burnt rice and watching a failed conversion would be, yeah, top ways that you do not want to start your day. Wow, let me tell you, Val. Let me tell you, Val. 89%. Nothing special. Nothing special. I think if I would pick a move, I think it's going to like g6 over h6 at the end, which I was talking about. But I wonder what the other one was. Yeah, I mean, that's a sweaty one. Bishop b3, giving up this pawn because you can't take the other pawn due to bishop d5. Bishop b3 is quite a strong one. And then, yeah, the other one is, I think it's going to be, unless we've already passed it. Yeah, it just likes g6 a lot better than h6. It felt weirder to me because then maybe the f pawn is a target and h6 allows his king to run around, but everything's defended. I wasn't that concerned. But I wonder what what it wants. King h7. So king b5. Just wondering why it dislikes it so much. G5. Okay, so like let's say that we took. It says f takes g5. Okay, that's fine. So what would happen here? Here, rook c1, a3. Rook e1, and they're saying that this is not winning. Interesting. Because of rook f8 and here. Or okay, well, I guess it does matter. Rook somewhere down here couldn't be there. Interesting. Rook f8. Yeah, and as long as you get to sack the rook for the pawn, I guess it's pretty safe. And so it wants this, and basically it's going to be the exact same thing that happened, except the king's even cut off here, and yeah, there's not really any pawn breaks. Could even just cut the king off like this. And now a3 is easy because you can just you don't even worry about the rook taking anymore, so I can kind of just walk over and do that. So yeah, apparently h6 over. I mean, it still says that h6 is better, so just the moves after this need to be a bit different. Like I shouldn't be in such a rush to trade everything, I guess, because then the pawn goes there and the rook finds a way to sack itself. So it looks like it's still winning, but it really likes g6 a lot better. Thinks g6 would just be way easier, but seems like we had a more or less fine position. Knight b1. And it really doesn't like c6 here. Bishop e6 instead. Right. And b3. Oh, g5. Chill. Holy. No chill from the engine. Okay. Okay. I respect you. That's a move I think I would have trouble finding, and Tim would locate easily. Brazilian, thanks for the bits. The Fildor's treating you well, man. I'm happy to hear that. Happy to hear it. There is always a situation where, oh, and this move was just double question mark. It's always a situation where I can admit, you know what? I wouldn't have found it. I wouldn't have found it. Someone else in the chat would have, not me. What country is his flag? I said it at the beginning. What do you think? DR is correct. Dominican. Not DR Congo. Dominican Republic, of course. But if it happens enough, Salty, you can't just say right move, wrong reason. At that point, you got to give credit where credit's due. If you can consistently, apparently, find the right move for the wrong reason, then you're the GOAT. You know? Can't say anything bad about it. Your understanding's on another level. But if it doesn't happen consistently, then we have a problem. Then that's just luck or dog. The Budapest has a few crazy lines at the start, definitely with some G5 stuff, but I don't really dabble. There's also this like, D6, Queen F6 stuff. I also don't know too much about. I don't know if you're supposed to check first or like some sort of some sort of weird stuff like this. Can never remember. I don't even know what the Larson bot is, Baku's, but you know what? We owe him everything. Owe him everything. Let's see. Anyone else? Anyone else hunting? Any other hunters? Oh, okay. Big hunter here. And I don't think we're the hunter at this point. We're the ones with the feastable rating. Knight d7's kind of an interesting move. Okay, so I guess, are we going for quick bishop d6? So if bishop d6, queen g4, is that actually good? Right, like if I go here and here, is that actually good? Bishop takes, bishop h6, knight f6. Is my queen getting trapped? King f8 and bishop g7 is happening next. Huh. Kind of looks like it is. What the hell kind of line is that? So I guess queen g4 is no good in these positions. I guess we just play normally. Oh, my opponent said, "Can I watch your stream, coach?" Uh-oh. We have to say all the wrong things now. Looking at bishop takes c7 here. Just trying to get knight c3 and a4 and, hopefully bishop b5 as well. See what we can do here. Okay, well, we want to do this, but I'll just play this for now. But I think the plan stays the same. Knight a3, queen a4, try to get bishop b5, get some good pressure in there. Yeah, definitely concerned if if black takes here. But just have to hope that he doesn't. My usual plan would be this, but he's playing so well that I'm gonna have to make a subpar move here. Just gonna have to develop the knight here. Not happy about that. But, you know, we just have to stay strong. Hope that he doesn't capture on c4, and we'll see what he does here. He must be pretty happy, though. He kind of ruined my plan of knight a3 and queen a4. Okay, knight out to f6. Interesting, interesting. He's probably threatening knight g8 here, so queen b1 comes to mind, tying the knight to the h7 pawn. But I think that can probably wait, so I'll just play this move in the meantime. You know, that's the type of plan we always have that, right? But that's a once in a lifetime move. Need to play it straight away. Damn, he found that move we were talking about. That's definitely a problem. Definitely a problem. Oof. Okay, well, our position's getting pretty bad here. Yeah, the problem is that all black has to do is take on c3, and, you know, obviously we want that, man, we want that pawn on the b file. It's so strong there. This is a big concern. Well, he's playing a little bit better than me right now. He seems to be seeing all the things that we don't want him to. That's always frustrating. H5, eh? H5, that's definitely one of the moves of all time. It's one of them. Okay, we'll toss in a move like this. Bishop needs to move. I don't think we're that concerned by this. H5, H4. Some energy there. Some energy. Okay. We'll choose this one. You know, I guess in case he plays this bad move, knight d5, we have an answer. But more concerning would be, I think, if he just followed this up with g5. Knight to b6, knight back to d7. I definitely missed that one. Very strong idea. Very strong idea. What is Buddy gonna come up with here? He played h5, moved his knight around. Bishop on c8 can't be thriving. It just can't be. We'll castle into the menacing attack. I have to brave the storm here. Well, there's the menacing attack. That's looking tough to handle. Yep. Okay, I guess here we've this one. got to be real concerned about a6 by him there, just preventing. I mean, a6 now, that was his massive threat. So big concerns, big concerns. You know, it's funny. I feel like I started that train of thought with a not so serious a6 is a big threat, and then I quickly realized that a6 is a big threat. It's like, wait a minute. No, it actually is. What am I saying? Here. I mean, g5 should be not good, so probably here and leaning towards. It's really hard to say. I definitely think we need to control this one, make sure it doesn't happen. Here we can go like that. And I think the follow-up is friendly for us. But it's funny, I was talking about this like, haha, it's a huge threat. And then I was like, no, it actually is. Yep, my bad. Should have actually done it right here. This rook needs to get out somewhere here. This one looks pretty good. I can't explain. Yeah, I can't even begin to explain the ones that we're seeing. I mean, yeah, a6 is there, but thing is, if a move like this happens, and we play this to stop that, then maybe it could be taken then, you know? So why don't we just keep building the position? Something like this is in the air. A5 pawn restricts the knight so well that I don't even feel excited to move it, like, at all. Maybe this. Let's see where he wants to put the queen. Definitely a weird position. I feel like that should be okay for us. We shall see. Pieces look like they can't move for him, but I'm sure we are mistaken. I think we'll try this. Against my better judgment. You know, locks our bishop in, not great, but I'd like to improve this bishop to a reasonable spot. maybe like that. I mean, it's a pretty slow plan, but now this, I would say, really becomes a thought. It just seems like always if we start with this, then we have to deal with that one. Let's start with this. Oh, I played that very, very fast. If we go here, then we can't actually take that, so maybe we should use this one. Trade these. Although, don't know if we even want to. Guess we gotta go for it, right? Funny enough, here rook a4 actually loses. Rook b4, there's also knight there to look out for. But well, d7's at least a thought. d7, knight c5. Maybe queen c4 just to... wow. Holy, queen c4, knight d6. Because our rook is hanging there. That's a big shot. Amazingly, actually, I feel like the position's not even that good for us anymore. Let's just go here, get out of the a1 square. Bishop on c7, you know, we gotta have faith in that. Objectively, the bishop on c7 plus the pawn is dominating both of the rooks, so we gotta maintain our faith. Pawn d7 should be quite good. Makes me think that knight c5 is almost the only option, and it's played. I think we just need to get out of there. I mean, I guess this is a move, but perhaps we should play this. Just gotta keep our faith. Possible that we have like e4, queen c4 as a move. Don't mind that. Yeah, I don't mind that. Faith in our bishop c7, pawn on d6. I wish we didn't have to lose the e-pawn. This is feels like a very unnecessary moment. Knight takes has to be good, no? Rook e8. I'm just gonna trust it. Some kind of queen c4. I don't know. It feels like with d7 looming, it's gotta be okay, but we'll see. Also, queen f3 is nice. Yeah, so... I guess he's kind of got it figured out, huh? Okay, well, I guess we'll try this. Seems to make the most sense. Rook takes. Take that. This faith in our d7 pawn has got to stop. Can't take, unfortunately. Oh, now he's got some moves all of a sudden. Now he's thumping him out. What about this? Man. Does that really work? Bishop d4. Always special. Someone that's capable of the opening he played and then the moves we see after. We have our bishop c7, pawn d6. I've been talking about it for the last little while, but do we really have it? Takes, and there's mate. Ay, 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 man. Holy, just thumped that out in a second there. This guy's the GOAT, man. What the? Okay, he's back to... Back to some other moves again. Shouldn't have done that. I think he's got some speed. I think he does. The opening versus the end game, it's like these guys are mechanics. He looks like he doesn't know like how to move the piece. He's figuring out as he's playing the game how the pieces move. I feel like he's machine learning. Like we have this, we have this, we have h5, h4. We have knight here, knight back. Castling with h5. g6. It's just getting worse and worse. And we must have had a great position here. But holy. I felt like he was just a step ahead of us. Now we definitely gave him an easier route. Like we played a bunch of moves that kind of forced things like this. Obviously he's got to take. Knight f6 was a real pain. But man. d7, I think. Trying to think why we wouldn't have done it. Because I guess you're in this position, and maybe now you could play this. I don't know. Holy. I might have needed a bishop b6 move here. And just winning on time. Now, of course, we were going for time ever since, like, pretty much here. So we realized we were behind, but man. We were always better, always doing well. Feels so different during the game. Knight f6. Oh man, this was concerning. Like I wish we had somehow diffused the counterplay a little bit better. Because, yeah, he should have played knight f6 here. That would have been a real problem. Yeah, queen a4. Move from out of nowhere. And we should not be taking that pawn. So many moves unplayed by white in this game, including d7. At this point, we weren't even playing properly anymore. What a weird game. Started out like he didn't know how to play chess and ended up like I didn't know how to play chess. Old Milwaukee, thanks for the 41. Welcome back. Circle is always taking applicants. Even on the weekends, you can still process your application. We'll get to it the next business day. Thanks, Pignew7 for the year. Thanks, Pignew. Welcome back. New sub badge. Hopefully it's shining in the right spots for you. We had, obviously we had Mannered Monkey just shimmying that one up. Hopefully it looks good. Eddie always requests his new badge to be buffed up before he gets it. 112 months indeed. The Chess Bras are coming up to 10 years streaming, which means there have been people around for a very long time. And that's one of them. He's been around so long that he's changed his name. Thank you, Chess Tin. Can you get a shout out for your Prime sub today, Pantera? I did already. Don't tell me you missed it. I promise you, it's in the VOD. I would never leave a fellow Canadian hanging like that. No, I don't just review games to review games, but sometimes if it's a long time sub or maybe we're doing habits and people are coming to the front of the class, that's a good time. Some people have sent in a donation, have their game reviewed, especially if it's an OTB game. Love to see people playing over the board, the real tournaments, the real chess. But no, I don't sit around waiting for game submissions to just analyze them. But it happens. Yep, I would say it does happen. It's not an unseen thing on the channel, not at all. Once a month, MN, unless you're talking about things other than the reset, right? Obviously, you'll get the once a month for that. But how many times do I say the name Salty Clown in a month? I'm ashamed to admit it. How do I rate the game out of 10? 2. 2. Will I play some 1 minute blitz? Never heard of 1 minute being blitz before, but we certainly did play some 1 minute chess earlier today already. Not to say it won't happen again, not to say it's happening right now, but it has been done. Wow, it's great to see Salty proud of his chess achievements. You see that? The guys started wearing collared shirts. You know, he started acting right. Now he's got 2,300. He was representing the big boys. Salty can't be going around doing DGen streams. 2,300s are gonna knock on his door and say, "Buddy, sit up straight. You represent us now. You're in the big leagues." How often does marbles occur? Pretty often. It can occur for the low price of 10 subs. But we're also only one HelloFresh sign up away from marbles. This is a very clear activation. It happened the other way for Salty, Val. He did it naturally. He didn't start wearing collared shirts pretending to be the elo he wasn't. He got the elo and then he busted out the collared shirts. He put in the work first. He put in the work. Oh, Canadian there, Courteous Rex. Should you register for the Annex Weekly Tourney? I mean, what do you prefer, Spudge? I've played in weekly tournaments at clubs before where you play one round a week. Definitely. It's like a drive out all the way there just for the game, head all the way back. But as I got better at chess, I was like, well, I'd rather just play a full tournament. It's a little bit more effort, but more concentrated rather than do the club grind back and forth. So it really depends if you're playing good players there. Is it worth your time? Do you feel like you're learning something from the games? Are you getting something from it? Neither one of us is from Montreal. I know you're this player, LeFear, because you followed the channel as of today. You think you're going to? Nice. I've definitely done it before. $4.90 to $5.40, an Americano. Okay, it's because he said tax refund. I'm not sure if it was Canadians or just people from Ontario, but I think it might be Ontario. All I know is that it was very coordinated. It was very coordinated. I get a piece of mail a couple days ago, and it's from our buddy Doug Ford, and it's like $200, some sort of like, I don't even know what the fuck. You get those like refunds from the government. You're like, I don't know what refund this is for. So I get $200 from Doug Ford and our buddies in Ontario. Carbon fucking, yeah, Aboriginal, I don't know. Like there's always something random. So $200, right? Little rebate for the boys. And then immediately, like as I'm opening the letter, I get a text from Doug Ford himself. Now, don't worry. Everyone else in the province got one as well. But I'm saying he coordinated that. $200 and then a text. Doug Ford needs your support in the upcoming election. He knows what he's doing. He's like, here's $200. Send the text now. They're probably opening it right after dinner. Smart lad. Caught me in a good mood. I almost replied. Cheers, Doug. No texts in Ottawa? That makes sense. Yeah, Ottawa. I wouldn't text anyone in Ottawa either. Buying votes? Hey, buying votes the good way by giving me back my money. It's different. The legal way to buy votes. Mangekyao, how are you, man? Girls from Ottawa agree. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. We have to follow the footsteps of Salty. He shows us the way. Yeah, we got some songs on Spotify. Exclamation mark Spotify. The midday playlist, Club 130 BPM, Sunday afternoon. What's up, Don't Wrong? Sean Paul. Yes, techno and Sean Paul. They go together so well. This is why Chess Tim keeps coming back. 112 months. He just, it's for songs like this. Whatever happened to Sean Paul? Bro's still collecting royalties from Temperature. I think he's good for life. 10 months from Mangekyou. Let's go. Let's go. Val's a world traveler. It's nice he found time for Ottawa, adding it to his list. Go Val. Are you working today? Are you working right now, Val, or are you finally off? You're a hard worker, Val. Go in tonight? Jeez. Jeez. Get a FIDE rating? Just got to play a tournament that's FIDE rated. Have a look at your area. Try to find one of your local clubs, or like just Google like chess tournaments, your city name. And the tournament will always tell you whether it's FIDE rated or not. Not all of them are. Canada, I would say in general, doesn't do a great job having events FIDE rated. So you probably need to play some bigger ones. Maybe they might be outside your city. Yeah, we're still going. We're still going. Still doing well. No. Dobie the Cop. No, I don't believe it. I can't believe it. It's true, Val. I've been trying to say one HelloFresh away. And HelloFresh is now up for Canadians, right? This is a major upgrade. It's in for Western Europe. I think Spain, Sweden, Norway, Australia, New Zealand. We got discount codes for everybody. But whenever we have a global code, it never does as well as if we have a US code. Even though the global code works for the US too. Tell me how that works. This is why it's hard to get global codes. We got to have some strong campaigns, US only. We finally get a global code. And then that one somehow attracts less people than just the US one. Even though the US lads can use it too. Seems that the Americans activate when something's just for them. Bazmaniac always cheering on the Livies. 2-0 on Man City. Man, football just means more over there. Gotta go for this. E4. Get a little froggy. I guess we've played a few times before. Hasn't necessarily gone. Oh, did we play a game? Is this the guy where I hung my queen? Seem to remember. Like, I feel like I hung my whole queen against him, but maybe not. Ah, no, we've played bullet. Never mind. Although losing 2 games like that is pretty shocking in bullet considering the rating differential. Yeah, never mind. I was thinking of a different guy. Hello, Tommy. We'll sell it to you as well, Tommy. Just this one time. H6, I guess. Take on C5. But if we take on C5, what? Queen B6. Knight takes, queen b6. In order to keep the position, I have to put the knight on a very weird square like b3 or a4. Right? Hmm. Uh, Thinking like takes bishop e4. Probably rook d8 there. But then queen a4. Looks like it could be something. All I know is I don't really like this. It looks like it lets him get the initiative in the position, so I don't love it. I don't love it. This is a very decent move, but something about this and bishop e4 is making me... I think it's making me happy. And there is rook. Yeah, rook d8. Have I ever done a kickflip? I think the answer might be yes. This is an interesting move. He played it quickly, and it was, for some reason, it was the last move I calculated. I realized, you probably will play it. It does make the most sense. Queen d5, though. It's got to be bishop like b7. I don't know. Queen d7 there. It's not quite the same. So I guess we're taking. Yeah, so here he just defends that. I guess we're taking. I feel like knight d4 we should be taking here and not being too scared of this move, because we also get this hanging as well. Oh, wait a minute. What? I didn't even see. We're at 10. Who the hell was that? Yeah, I think it's clear what we're doing next. Who saw that come in? Am I the first one to notice that? We had a beautiful Hello Fresher out there. What do we get at 10? You know, we get at 10. Marbles on the track. I'm going to put this queen. There's definitely some moves here, so we have to move this queen. Queen e3. Okay, we got to focus on the chess. But someone just got HelloFresh. Thank you very much. I don't know who that was. I don't know where they were from. Did we get a global user? Someone outside the US doing their part, taking advantage of the discount. Queen e3 looks very safe. Probably just got to go for it. Should get castled. We do have the I guess we do have the extra material, but yes, JL Pauls, but our king's in the middle, right? You should never be doing any of that stuff. Never grab that center pawn. First of all, you just lose your queen in that line, but yeah, I would say it's not quite correct. How is g4, g5 here? It looks very greedy, but low key. Low key. Can we be the ones on the aggressive here? I don't know about this, because I basically can't castle anymore. So it looks like he's threatening me. This is a little bit risky, but I kind of like it. This one comes with a, not just, like I don't really care about this pawn, but the next threat, it's a big deal. So I might need to just play b3 there, but b3 looks very playable. This is defended. Because I think if we follow up with this, it might just be a little... Yeah, something feels wrong about that. Just, it's going to be messy, and like I'm trying to go for mate, but I'm also getting attacked. I don't really like it. So I think probably b3 is safer. But I can't castle, so my king's in a bit of a spot here. And we get him to play g5. That has to be an achievement, right? Gotta be. Has to mean that g4 was correct. Really need to solve this. Let's just move the knight, I guess. Solve this king problem. I don't really know what the best way around this is. Like, is it this? Is it just castling and saying, look, my king has some open lines to it, but it's got a lot of pieces in front of it. I just can't really tell. Yeah, definitely the move that I would play. guess just b3. Feels a little loose to play. Obviously, his move is nice because he gets out of the pin with time gained. It's possible we can castle and put the king there and just try to be super solid. I don't think that's unreasonable. Let's try this. If here, I'm going to play bishop there, knight there. I think the path that I want to take is running the king this way. Or at least it's what I'm going to decide to do. Could have castled, but it's looking scarier. We could also take this, I realize, but no, he gets d3 though. Yeah, we have to just move this rook most likely. Ooh, that move is a killer. So actually, do we need this? Brutal position, but let's block the bishop, I guess. It's one that we can come out alive from, but if we're being honest, do we have a good position? The answer might be no. I guess we're threatening the castle. I mean, it's a little bit insane to call that a threat. I wouldn't say that's a threat. There was also rook takes, but queen g1. By the way, queen g1, maybe king e2 is good for me. And rook takes also threatened queen g5, but I was not in a position to play rook takes h6. Very suspicious position. Maybe this. Just has to be the move. It's pinned now, so there's no e3. Yeah, we're up a lot of material, so okay, should have taken that way. I don't know what he's doing here. Yeah, okay. He could have at least taken with the pawn, like continue the game for another second, like because I can't take the rook, so at least he keeps the rook on the board. But he will be down a rook in the final position. We lost the thread a little bit here. I actually really like my position, but I feel like we needed this. Like this had to be played, and it looks so scary to do, but it's really scary for one move, and then we have like knight b1, king b2. I think we're okay. Tense game though. I think our advantage for sure slipped away. I thought we were doing really well here. I just chose the wrong plan. The right idea was this, and it's just crushing because his king is super weak. Queen f4 was obviously pretty helpful. And then, yeah, once we had this position, I knew we were probably okay, threatening this. Damn. GG. I don't know if bishop c4 was ever working. Bishop c4. I mean, take, and then I move my queen. It's not so obvious, at least. Yeah, rook takes h6. How crazy is this? It's actually the best move in the position. It's hitting the bishop, and it's threatening to win the game in 2 moves. And amazingly, this is actually losing on the spot. So the only move is rook e3, and rook takes c4. That's it. That's the only thing to do. Damn. That would have definitely hurt. But you know what? We made it to the end, stayed alive, and we maintained our great record against the United Kingdom. Big. Lord Maxim, thanks for the new Prime sub. Every game, rookie. I just can't play a clean game here. Every game, there's issues. But we'll take it. You know, we were on the rapid grind this morning. We emerged victorious. I'm still wondering who was that number 10 on the HelloFresh. But regardless, we do have some marbles owed. Whoever you are, enjoy your damn food. You're going to love it. I made a great Caribbean chicken last night. Oh, it's one of my favorite all time. And we need to head to the track. The next time we'll be heading to the track is 15 HelloFresh signups. So we've got the next goal now. We can move towards it. Afternoon, Mr. Tim. We've been locked in against, the best that chess.com has to offer, right? What else can we say here? The best that chess.com has to offer in the rapid pool. Habits is continuing, but I mean, what am I going to have you guys in class on the weekend? I wouldn't do that to you. Oh, it was great, Master Dad. It was great. All right, let's bring up the Marbs. All right, we're in. We are in. Which map are we feeling? For the good people. Someone was working on a chest bra map, eh? Did you guys see that? What was it in? I can't remember. It was like the general banter or something. I don't know. It was somewhere up in the Discord. Yeah, it was. Someone was making a track. That's a little preview for you. The chest bra marbles track. Fwark. Big, big, big for the community, big for the channel. So, TBD, TBD. Still in progress, but, you know, people are out there creating beautiful things. For now, we go with an old trusty, an old reliable. The House of Pain. All right. Exclamation mark play. You guys know how to join these. John's in. John H is in. All the Johns are here. Big playlist here. They're just mashing up anything and everything. Oof. D.O. is in. Hello to Dr. Usidik. D.O., where are you in the world right now, brah? Elias, let me know the next time you're in Dubai, buddy. I got some chocolate for you to buy. You know what I'm talking about, Smuck? Oh, you did, Elias. Interesting. Not sure if, not sheriff. You'll be in big competition then, Dr. O. There's Dubai chocolate going around, buddy. I think it looks like this. You know, it's like, how's your business doing, Elias? Thriving, I hope? Yes, Pistachio Center for you, Elias. Correct the face. Started in June 2024. Wow, a man of many talents. A man of many talents. Sweet fix. Looks disgusting. You don't like pistachio, I guess, Bass Maniac. Sweet fix. I see it. Dr. O, I see it. What are your thoughts, Elias? Has it been doing well? Whatever you're talking about seems to be the exact same thing that I'm talking about. But this thing already has an Instagram, already looks poppin'. But how did you have it since last year summer? I thought this thing just went viral now, but I guess, is it just going viral again? And it's already been a thing for what, a year? Or like obviously a little bit less than a year? 6 months is gonna die. Interesting. Do you guys deliver, Elias? I would like to sample. Just wondering if I can get an order in through you, buddy. Hopefully everyone's very hungry now. We can start our marbles race. Just trying to get Dr. O to, arrange for me to be able to order some chocolate. Exclamation mark play, last call. Correct, Elias. I mean, when you say scam, you just mean a value scam, right? Nothing more than that. I mean, you're affiliated. Value scams are fine. Can I wish you marble? Good luck, John. Unfortunately, I can't. You're in a priority queue. A lot of people looking for that same treatment. Bob, it's just the day list, man. I could never put a playlist of these songs together, truly. Like like I have no idea what's playing, but hey, I don't mind it, it's the energy for right now. What's up, Johnny? Hella. Pretty good start here. Yep, straight on through. Hella, VCJMC, and at the back, Tommy, the face to Pier Knight. Exactly, Coacher. Our founding fathers. Okay, Hella, you got to show these plebs what's up here, bud. Krulaz. Is he going straight through? Not straight through, but decent. Lincoln Park fan. There's some speed. Showing everyone how it's done. Do not count out Valentinian's avocado. Do not count him out. We have Old Milwaukee. Dude, Old Mill, you've been doing well lately. Q-Corn, we got some strong players at the front. Bobby Blocks. Could it be you, man? It's Bobby Block Body. All he needs is a good send right here. And he's got it. It could be Bobby Blocks, unless he chokes. Bobby? Is it Choke City? Oh, just hangs on to it. I honestly thought we might be choking there. Johnny's way at the back, but that's a DNF if I've ever seen one. It's our boy, Bobby Blocks. Meanwhile, started near the front. I'm not sure how we ended up at the back here. Is Johnny really going to make it through this race? I mean, DNF line is literally on his tail. So let's see. Spudge, Johnny, Coacher, Tinnerick, VC making it through the ranks. Oh, never mind. Oh, apologies. Should have spoke that soon. Johnny in the face, definitely DNFing. The face is like stuck, by the way. Okay, John H814 is in. Is everyone going to DNF here? Johnny somehow still alive, which is funny. Tinnerick, Spudge both go through. DNF is probably going to catch them both, though. Yep. They're both getting caught here. Ooh, I think it might be John H. I think it might be John H. Bobby Block Body, we start with you, man. It's your boy. Ban or no ban. Thanks for the 37 months. Atypical Josh. 37 with Prime. John H. Will you be defending the ban, buddy? Okay, we have a match. So his name here is John H, but his chess.com is John D. So who is he? John H or John D? Who is this man? All right, here we go. Chess.com/play/online, gentlemen. John D against Bobby Blocks. Need you guys online. Bobby Dash Blocks. I don't see you there. Habits tomorrow is correct. Holy hell. 2,500? We've played before. Like, unironically. Probably just in the pool or something. We've played Rapid. Oh, I remember this game.